Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Right away, they'll change the look. Hurts throwing right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Snatched by the safety and Reed. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So here are the Ravens with great field position to start out. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation, and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. Operating from the gun, Williams. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Touchdown. Steve Largent, 27 yards. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Options galore here, second and a few inches. Henry up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry from 17 yards out. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he is in to make it. We're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now Hurts changing up the play. Back to throw now on first down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 2nd down. Here's Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. That's Ward, complete right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He'll drop this down to Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. The 20. 10. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Jerry Rice. 46 yards. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for it. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they'd got 2 for 2.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here, the ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Operating from the gun, Williams. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Keyshawn Johnson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Hurts. It's complete to Williams. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On first down, Hurts over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing is Hurts. Completes it to Aguilar. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Here's Williams to throw on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Keyshawn Johnson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. It's complete, and he's got it. They add on more, a little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Back to throw. Williams eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Keyshawn Johnson, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Ravens just continue to roll. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15.
And he loses the football the second time. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fighting through at the 20. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Inside handoff, Henry. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 61 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Henry will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches, and then you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
A first down carry for Henry. Oh, he sheds himself free. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On the counter, it's Henry. Back now here on EA Sports. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game.
And oh, he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And some space here. Derrick Henry all alone. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run. Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Bird sets up to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They go play action with Hurts. He sets to fire deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And they can't bring him down. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out. I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurting this spot. No, okay.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. And, oh, my goodness, he loses it again. And it's picked up by the Ravens. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on.
But it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and gets.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the status.